We are live on this fourth hour of the Alex Jones Show. As I was mentioning before the break, the empire is very definitely striking back. We've seen this coming for a while. USA Today reports Facebook begins flagging disputed fake news. Facebook has begun flagging fake news, or as Facebook calls it, disputed news. A warning label is being slapped on articles that clearly have no basis in fact or reality. What, you mean the entire front page of CNN? Or at least some of them. The giant social network first promised to roll out a disputed tag in December. Of course, you've got governments across Europe threatening to...
By the way, Paul, just to interrupt and let you take over, this new certification of fake news is a certification. Everybody should spread it and read it. This is going to backfire if we take action against this. Go ahead.
And here, I've just found another example of it now, Alex. I just scrolled down my Facebook page. This is a story that I published on Infowars.com yesterday morning. Posted it on the Alex Jones Facebook page. Got probably about 3,000.
Tell the crew how to pull it up. I want to show viewers this.
Yeah, if you go to my Facebook page, if they just type in my name into Facebook, go to the page where it's the sepia profile pic image. Scroll down until you get to an article. If you can even see it, they might not even be able to see it. It's called "Former CIA Analyst Obama Gave Green Light for NSA CIA to Sabotage Trump." That article on your Facebook page, Alex, got about 4,000 shares, so it was going viral on your page. On my page, I posted the same link, the same text. It's a genuine article. A former CIA analyst got up on RT and said that it was correct that Obama had spied on Trump, that he gave the green light for the NSA and the CIA to do it. Completely legitimate news article. Now on Facebook, on my Facebook page, it says, "Did you post this? It looks like it might be spam. If you didn't post this yourself, we'll help to secure your account." I have seen this message on literally every other info.
So this is cyber war. As we protect the president, as we expose what's really happening, as Congress says it's fake, we're not allowed to tell the public they want their lie to work. It's not going to work. We're just going to leak more stuff, dumbasses, Zuckerberg.
Yes, Streisand effect. But now people can't comment on this post. They can't share it. It's basically defunct and dead on Facebook. And I'm seeing this for every other Infowars link I've posted over the last 4 or 5 days. And as I said, it's because we're completely kicking their butts. You had CNN last night on Stelter's show, and we're going to play the clip later. They get up and say, basically, this fake news thing that we created, it's backfired. Now, everyone's calling us fake news. Of course, Trump pioneered that. So they've come up with a new term for it, which is VD, viral deception, which also, of course, sounds like a sexually transmitted disease. So last night we started the hashtag CNN has VD on Twitter. That started going viral, and that's going to blow up in their face. But, you know, that doesn't really affect them as much as fake news would affect them, because very few things that CNN does actually go viral, so it kind of works in their favor. They regurgitate the common narrative on every issue. That's how they maintain power. Individually, they're not going viral with certain articles. So now, again, the empire is striking back. They're trying to redefine fake news. This term has failed. The Stanford University study found that, quote, fake news, which does exist and is people deliberately putting out false information to make advertising money, which is not what we do. It's not people who have a different opinion, which is what they're treating it as to censor everyone else. So now that's happening. Stanford University study comes out and concludes, quote, fake news had no impact on the U.S. presidential election.
And
complete hoax.
By the way, Paul, I've got a whole team in there, and there's one Facebook that has your normal face, one that has the sepia face you're talking about. I just spent time in there. We're just going to shut the whole show down until this happens. We're just going to shut the whole show down until this happens. Walk us through, or turn your webcam around and show everybody. This is one of my little OCD things I go through, because I don't think they're even showing your post in here. Give people the exact headline very slowly for everybody of what's been banned on Facebook. Because we don't make a big enough deal about all this. Yeah, just show everybody. Let's just shut the whole show down until we have it. Here we go. We're going to show everybody right here. It's what folks want to see right here. It's what you don't want you to see, folks. Because, again, they're in a total war against us. Did you post this? It looks like it might be spam. Did you post this yourself? Okay, let's see the actual article in your controller they don't want you to see. Paul Watson, former CIA analyst Larry C. Johnson, says that according to his sources, that was on national TV, the Obama administration worked with the NSA, the CIA, and British GHQ to just disseminate information about Donald Trump that was illegally obtained via surveillance. Now we have Congress saying this is totally credible. This is why they're banning it. It's former CIA analysts. It can't be
shared. There's no share option. There's no option to comment.
Right. So guys, you're on his page. You say the Sepia page. Give us the exact URL nine times.
They might not be able to see it because I'm logged in.
No, understand. 9 times in a row, the actual Facebook URL, so folks can find it. We're going to see if it's been blocked. Now, I don't care if they did or not. I want to show this. We're going to do this, or I'm going to die.
Alex. There is no URL because they've blocked it. So that's why people
I understand. But which Facebook of this is yours? Is the one with the sepia?
This is the
Paul
sepia
Joseph
one.
Watson.
Yeah, it's my name. It's the sepia image. It's that one right there.
Okay, we're on that page. How many links down would that be? Because I don't even see it show up.
It was yesterday morning, so it's probably about 5 or 6 down.
All right, 5 or 6 down. We're gonna do everything we can to show that. I believe it's been deleted where you cannot see it. So that's what they've done. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just sick. Let's just keep scrolling through here. Okay, there's him and Trump.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Faster.
They do not want you to see any of this. They do not want you to know that they set Trump up because they're so scared. This is the CIA with Facebook doing this. Wow, they don't want you to
keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going down. It should be below the Mika Brzezinski video. So you should see the Mika Brzezinski video from yesterday. Keep going down. Keep going down. Is that the Mika? Yeah, that's where it should be.
All right, keep going.
Above Screechy Puff. There's Screechy Puff, the video. Now scroll up, scroll up.
Wow. So because it's so credible and it's former CIA
it should be above there.
Exposing the illegalness, they've just
completely deleted. Nobody else can see it.
So they don't even want you to know that former top CIA folks are going on TV saying it's real. But guess what, Obama and Zuckerberg? It's all coming out anyways, criminals. So it doesn't matter what you do. Paul, back to you. I'll quit bugging you. Great job, Chris. I wanted to show that.
And then you see I've just clicked not spam, and it's still the same. It's still deleted. Even when you tell them it's not spam, it's still completely censored for everybody else. So this is how they're doing it. And I've seen this on every other Infowars link that I've posted over the past 5 days. So basically half of the Infowars links are now completely censored off of my Facebook. And I've seen it on your Facebook as well, Alex, where they do exactly the same thing. So, you know, this wasn't henny penny, the sky is falling. You've just seen an example of how they're wiping content off the internet. People say, well, why don't you just build your own Facebook? Well, we don't have like 1 billion people on it, so it would be completely pointless. You have to fight them on their own battleground. So again, that's just an example of how they're coming after us and how we're going to have to get around it, but we will win. Now, of course, the big news today is Vault 7. They're calling it bigger than Edward Snowden. You wouldn't know that from looking on the front page of CNN as of about an hour ago, because there's nothing whatsoever about the story. The biggest news story in America today, the biggest surveillance story, people are saying, for probably a decade or more, bigger than Edward Snowden. What was that, 4 years ago? Not a single story about this on the front page of CNN.
That's right, Paul. And let me just jump in because this is so important to all of us. We have the Infowars.com article you wrote and others we can put up on screen. Former CIA analyst Obama gave green light for NSA CIA to sabotage Trump. We use Facebook and Twitter to get this out, but folks, don't just count on that. Send the actual URL to everyone you know saying this is censored. They don't want you to know that the government rogue is targeting our president, trying to stop him. They are so scared of you. When I say spread these links, this is a war, people. So there it is, Infowars.com. That's why we jump around on Facebook, Google, Twitter, YouTube, all of it, because we're constantly being censored. People say, well, why don't you leave it? We are saying leave to Infowars.com, PrisonPlanet.com, but they're after those. They cut off our sponsorship on Google Ads, banned last week. Roger Stone was banned. They're after us. It's a war with criminals that hijacked the government, and we're going to kick Zuckerberg and Eric Schmidt's goddamn asses. Go ahead, Paul. Spread the links. They're not going to win. These pieces of trash think they own us and our families while they run slave camps all over the world and suicide factories in China. Apple scum.
Talk show host is Alex Jones. He's a conspiracy theorist.
Radio talk show host Alex Jones.
Alex Jones.
Jones is the wildly popular conspiracy theorist.
Radio talk show host and conspiracy theorist Alex Jones.
Deeply, I think, racist.
I just got called racist by MSNBC.
I don't want that man to have a gun.
1776 will commence again if you try to take our firearms.
The Alex Jones Show. Watch the free stream live at Infowars.com/show.